0, 1. Let's get started.
Guys and girls, welcome back. So we are at the Denon Home demo now, and me telling you guys what I found on these speakers, and trust me, it's going to be very surprising. I did not see this coming at all. I don't want to do like a spoiler, but let's go over the speakers and how I found them. 150. Firstly, here's the 150 to the side. That's the baby of the bunch. So, that speaker you're only going to be buying if you want background music. You want music in the room. You're not too phased about super bass and all of that. That is when you get that. Nice and discreet, fits into a corner. You're not going to notice it. It's completely under the radar. Those are nice. Then we go up to the 250, which I said is essentially two 150s, but it is a bit more. It has the passive radiator at the back, which I did not knew. I found that out later. And it does not sound like two of those. It sounds way better. Whatever they did with the crossovers in here and that passive radiator, this speaker sounds phenomenal. Actually, this is my choice of the bunch, and I did not want to. I can't say I did not want that to happen. I did not see that happening because I'm always the bigger is better guy. So the 350's got to win. I don't know if it's just me. I actually sent Alan a message just now saying, "Listen, Al, I think I prefer the 250." And he phoned me up and he says, "What? He prefers the 350." But see, that's why audio is so subjective. You can like what you want. Your ears need to enjoy it. For me, this is my favorite of the bunch. Ample bass. Does not have the bass of the 350. Before I compare them, let's go. 350, smaller tweeters with the woofer in the middle, passive radiator at the back. Oh, not so smaller tweeters. Same tweeters, smaller mid-range drivers. I will add the pick in again if you guys did not see in the previous video. Also go and watch the previous video before you watch this video. But smaller mid-range drivers, same tweeters, and then it's got the woofer in the middle and the passive radiator at the back. So, lots of bass, lots of power, beast of a speaker. For me, it lacks a little bit of finesse. This, for me, brings out the details a little bit more. Why do I think this is? I think it's down to mid-range drivers. Because this has a bigger mid-range driver, it gives a more effortless mid-range, which I like, a more solid mid-bass. That is a smaller mid-bass driver, and I know why they did that, because now they have a woofer where they can cross over to. That brings me to the point why I do not always like subwoofers. And I say not always. You do get the instances where it's done 100% correctly and the room works and it all just gels. But mostly, subwoofers, if not done correctly, muddies up a sound a bit. It gets very heavy at the bottom and it can sort of color the mid-range slightly. I think that's still a brilliant speaker. I had that before. I love it. But why I like this more is I think the mid-range is just less colored, more natural. Where that sort of, because it is designed to entertain or get your attention with bass, it does that. It gives you that low down bass, and then there's a little bit less mid-range, and then you got the highs. I left neutral in the settings. That I left neutral. You can up the bass a bit on the 150, just not too much because it's going to start distorting. So I said that's just background music. On this, I actually left it neutral. I'm happy. That I left the bass neutral, but I upped the treble by a lot to try and get a bit of that high end back. But that's the nice thing. We do have calibration. We do have bass and treble where we can play around with this. Then also, I connected the two 350s in stereo. How you do this? Go into the HEOS app, drag them together. That will make them play at the same time, but it's not going to give you stereo. To get stereo, stay on that room, go to the top right hand corner, click the settings of the room, edit the room, then you can go in there and you can say left and right, activate. You can switch left and right as well. There's a few hidden features in there. So that's how you make them play in stereo. Love the stereo. Are they better than the SVS's? You guys are going to have to stay and find out for when that video drops, and I'll do that comparison. Let's just say they're very good. So a little trick Alan gave me now, because it's dependent on your network, as stereo, music bounces around and it happens quickly. If your network is not 100%, you'll get a bit of a lag there. So he said to take a network cable and connect them with a network cable so they communicate via the cable. I'm going to try that now. Then we'll get into some demos, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you my findings on that. But I'm going to want to give you guys a taste. I'm going to move the camera over to the 150 so it's spot on. 150, then I'll move it over to the 250, and for the 350 I'm sort of going to give you a bit in front of the speaker and then on stereo. I have moved the camera over to the 150 so we have a nice straight on. I'm going to play you some royalty free stuff now on the 150, and then we will move on. Gonna move up and down in the volume a bit just so you can see we are now at about 60. So for me, this speaker is good for around 50 to 60. After that it plays, but you can hear the bass is getting to those limits quickly. But all the detail is there, all the smart functionalities on there, and again, these can be used as surrounds in your 5.1 or whatever system you are doing. Okay, now for my star of the show. Let me guys show you how I'm going through this. So again, there's all my rooms and all my devices. Like I said, you can make so many zones. There was the 150. Now we will go to the 250. I'm going to select the same song we just played, and I'm going to keep the volume the same as well for reference. I just love this thing. I love this thing. I've not liked the speaker as much in a long time. Again, guys, goosebumps, not lying. I love this thing. Okay, let's play you one 350 and then we're going to do the stereo. As here we go with the 350. I've got you nice and lined up again. I'm going to play at same volume. Obviously this is going to be much louder. Try and see if you can hear what I'm hearing, the mid bass, the treble, and then in the comments, I love your guys' comments. Let me know what you think. Let's see how far we can go before it starts getting out of whack. $70. So my ears don't enjoy more than 80, but this thing just stays composed. Great. It's still an amazing speaker. I think most people are going to prefer this. It's just for my ears, and that's why I say audio is subjective. I prefer that. I might say 2 of these and then combine a subwoofer with it. But I don't really feel for music it needs a sub. It's got a lot of bass. Not as much as this, but it's got a lot. But maybe just adding that sub will give you that impactfulness if you want to do a party. Obviously, if you're going to impress friends outside by the pool and stuff, this is the one you want. That mid bass is not going to travel the distance that lower frequencies do. So if you're buying a speaker to take to the pool, take wherever, this is the one. If you're going to have this in your office or something, but you want more bass, that's the one. But like always, guys, go demo them. Hit me up, come and demo them here. Go to your dealers, go and demo them, but always listen. Okay, let's go over to the two 350s in stereo. I would have loved to have the 250s in stereo, but I only have one. Maybe at a later date. Must say, darn good. Sorry, I just had a cough attack there at the back. You could actually hear me in the demo. Darn good in stereo. It's amazing how it does that. Having 2 speakers designed to not do that, with software to incorporate in doing that. I can't wait to put these up against the SVS's. I don't know which one is going to win. I don't know. I can already say that I think the SVS can go into the volume more effortlessly, believe it or not. Those SVS's must be the best powered bookshelf I've heard. Those are just amazing, but that's not what this video is about. That's going to be for another video to compare these. But if any of you guys are wondering and running any of these speakers in stereo, yes, do it. If you're going to be running 150s and you're serious about it, add a sub. 250s, 2 of them will be my choice. No need to add a sub, but you can if you want to. 350s, no sub needed at all. A hell of a lot of bass on the 350s. They are amazing. I wonder now, let's test something while. I want to see stereo, if you're up on volume on one of them, if it goes up on both of them. Let's quickly test this while I'm live here. Yeah. Here where it's placed on the speaker. I need to make some sort of way where there's some rubber feet or something. That's what I was hearing now. But yeah, so the volume, they do sync. You don't need to, either through the app or just on one. If you do the touch controls on top, it does make them go into one. Guys, that's it. Really hope you liked this. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, helps me out a lot. And then stay tuned for the next video, which is hopefully going to be the SVS's that have come into the country. Let's hold thumbs. Hold thumbs, toes, everything. Those things are going to revolutionize everything we know about audio. It's happening all over the world. I can't wait. Guys, stay safe. Cheers. Bye.